G'day everyone, welcome to this edition of DURKO's Notebook for the 2026 Canadian Grand Prix. Well, we can certainly say we're witness to a great weekend of racing. A lot to talk about. Pull up a pew, sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
You wouldn't fucking read about it.
So the F1 circus has again returned to the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve on the outskirts of Montreal. And it's an amazing circuit. I've been there, as I've told you many times, and driven that piece of real estate, and it was a magical thing to experience. It is just an amazing circuit. The layout, the corners, it's just everything. It's just a complete package of a circuit for me. I just love the joint. And I'm glad we just keep going back there to see great racing, as we were witness to this weekend, across the whole weekend, at least. Now, a lot of talk, of course, was the really strong racing between Russell and Antonelli, and that was only backed by Toto Wolff, who said to the media that he's happy for them to race. And we would certainly witness that during the sprint race, because they came toe-to-toe with each other a couple of times, and I'm surprised it didn't end in tears with cars getting busted. But Merc were certainly strong. So, with Russell taking out the sprint race, we turn up on Sunday afternoon, and for the main race, and of course it has rained during the course of the day. I don't think the track was damp or wet or whatever, but there was some moisture in the track surface. But the clown strategists at McLaren have again pulled one out of their list of items, and they put inters on. No other team did. It was just McLaren. Stupid decision. Anyway, first lap, straight in, piss the inters off, get them back onto some mediums. I believe they went out on again to try and regain some positioning within the grid, or within the current form-up as it was racing, after doing such an early pit stop to get rid of those inter boots. Now again, I've laid a lot of criticism towards F1 this season with the change in the engine rigs and so forth, and obviously the first three races of the season were pretty shit in terms of the racing performance we saw. It came good at Miami, and I reckon this weekend at Canada it has excelled itself. We saw absolute great racing, what we expected from all of the drivers. It was just a great race to watch overall. And that again, of course, involved Russell and Antonelli swapping positions with each other throughout most of the race, until of course George Russell's power unit decided it had had enough and took a leave of absence. So it was then left to Antonelli just to go out and lead the race and bring the car home in one piece, which he did. But the thing I want to note is the race battle between Lewis Hamilton and Max. It was two blokes who got multiple championships between them, level-headed, experienced racers, going about it in no-nonsense, no stuff around, let's not stuff this up, let's get this right, proper racing for position. And for Max to come home with his first podium with the Ford power unit was great, because it's a great result for them, because that's a new build, and it sort of, I don't know whether it gives him any credit or, I mean, after going to the 24-hour Nürburgring, he sort of made a lot more noise again that he may walk away from F1 at some stage because he's not happy with the current engine regs, but has this podium given him a bit more of a timeline to stay in F1? We'll have to wait and see. But it was just a great battle for second and third place between Max and Lewis. Now, I'm going to make a long-distance call here, and I'm going to say that Antonelli has absolutely got into George Russell's headspace. He's in there messing around with it. And George is not going to cope. George is going to start to show cracks and start to show faults. And I believe Antonelli is just going to keep winning and winning. And by the end of the season, he's going to take the championship title for himself. Because I can't see McLaren coming back. I think Merc are just showing their strength, and Antonelli, as a driver, is showing extreme maturity for a 19-year-old kid to be racing at the level he's at. So we'll have to wait to the end of the season and see if my prediction is right. But that's it for the Canadian Grand Prix. Just a great race, great racing, great skill, great entertainment, great everything. It's just an example of what I believe is a really good F1 weekend to watch. So that's it. Until next time, we're back from Monaco in 2 weeks, and I'll look forward to your company then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.